Welcome to another edition of Big Woo's Top 20 Countdown. This week we're counting down the top 20 pop songs. Plus we got our guest Chris. Plus we got a comedy corner that's awesome. We got the extra songs are going to be really great. But let's get into this countdown. The number 20 song comes from Megan Trainor. This song is called Criminals. Let's get into it. Number 20, Megan Trainor with Criminals on Big Woo. Top 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 19 song, Charlie XCX. I must have said that wrong. That song was called 360. I don't know how y'all young people say it, but I say Charlie XCX. We're talking to our guest Chris. What's going on with you, brother?
Nothing much, man. How you doing?
I'm good. Tell my listeners about yourself.
Hey, what's up, man? My name is Christopher John Magallanes. I'm a artist. I'm a writer, poet, actor, anything else you can attach to that. And I'm a tutor and I usher as well. Yeah.
You're doing a lot of things, man. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
But we're gonna start with the poetry. How'd you get into poetry?
Yeah, man. So actually, I got into poetry. I started writing poetry probably the earliest artistic thing I started doing back when I was like in elementary school because I was a big
Yeah.
fan of like Dr. Seuss and stuff. So I just like writing down stuff that rhymed. And I never really shared it because I was just kind of like, anytime I probably shared it like one or two times with my friends, and they just gave me
Uh-huh.
a reaction that was like, young boys when they hear things that are different, they
Yeah.
reacted as such, and I was like, all right, I guess maybe this isn't cool actually. So I put it away, but then I started getting more into the arts in community college, and I was started sharing it more and getting more into that bag, and yeah, now here I am.
Wow. How many poetry books do you have out?
I don't have any poetry books, but like I probably have a compilation of like somewhere like littered around in different notebooks, maybe something probably 90, probably at least 70 for sure.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you plan on putting out a book or just keeping it in like a compilation form?
I'll probably put out a book at some point, self-publish something. Uh yeah, because it's all there. And I don't know, why not? I mean, I seem to get like a good enough response that I'm like, maybe there's something there. So we'll see, yeah.
Do you have a favorite poem that you have written?
Definitely, yeah. I think one right now that really speaks to me is called I Am a Fist, and
Mm.
it connects with people pretty well too. So yeah, that's definitely one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna talk more to you, but we got to get back in this countdown. The number
Get that content.
18 song, number 18 song comes from Tate McRae. This song is called It's Okay, I'm Okay. Let's get into it. It's Okay, I'm Okay by Tate McRae on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all, that was number 17 song, The Weekend, Dancing in the Flames. One of my favorite songs on this countdown. But we're talking to our guest, Chris. Chris, you say you're an actor. How did you get into acting?
Yeah. Well, I've always been kind of like I guess, attention seeker kid, and
Mhm.
but I guess it wasn't really offered as much of like a prospective career or like future path. But once I grow, so I was pretty STEM oriented throughout like school and public school. That's why I'm a tutor now because I was a good student. But
Yeah.
then once I didn't get into any universities I was aiming for, so I went to East Los Angeles College. Shout out to the Huskies,
Elac. Yeah.
illegal Huskies. That's right.
Yeah.
And yeah, like so I went there and I was like, well, units are like they were like $70 per unit or something back then, something really cheap compared to now.
Yeah.
And so I was
Yeah.
like, well, might as well try theater. And yeah, after that, it was not turning back. I was not going to computer science.
Wow. Wow. Because originally you wanted to go for computer science?
Yeah, that's what I was declared. I was declared as a bunch of things, a bunch of like sciencey things, and I was like, I don't know. I was just looking. I don't know. I guess it's pretty like a common with like immigrant parents or immigrant background where it's like you choose something that sounds impressive and you better stick to it because that sounds lucrative and we want you to be lucrative, you know. Uh,
Yeah.
So with my parents, even when I started doing theater, they were they were supportive. They were more supportive than most Latino parents would be, I will say. But even then they were like, oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool that you're doing this. Are you still like doing those classes though? And I'm like, yeah, I'm still getting into it with my general ed, so I'm still doing my general ed. But then after a year of it, I kind of was just like, yeah, no, that's probably what I'm gonna do, to be honest. And they were like, all right, just get it as long as you get a degree. Just get a degree, because then you
Yeah,
can do a bunch of stuff with a degree, with a bachelor's, you know. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Do you remember the first play that you acted in?
Yes, I do. Tartuffe by Moliere. I was Laurent. I had 3 lines.
Wow. Well, how many years ago was that?
Man, that was. Oh man, don't ask me that. Nah, nah, nah.
You're
That
not as
was.
old as me. Like, don't be saying like 20 years ago.
Nah, nah, that must have been about, because 2024, the fall of 2024. That must have been like 8 years ago. And if I'm counting, like, I did do theater in summer school and high school, and we like made up
Mhm.
plays. We did a mashup of Twilight and what's it called, High School Musical. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, I played Tracub. It was a mixture
Oh,
of
wow.
Trey Bolton and Jacob from Twilight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're talking above my head because I don't know none of those things.
And neither did I, but they were like, "Hey, this will just do this. It'll be funny." I was like, "Okay." But that would have been
That's
9 years
funny.
ago. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow. That is so cool.
yeah.
Wow. Wow. I'm gonna talk more to you, but let's get back in this countdown. The number
Yes,
16
sir.
song comes from Tommy Richmond. This song is called Million Dollar Baby. Let's get into it. 16, Tommy Richmond with Million Dollar Baby on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 15 song, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. Don't get me started singing it, because we're gonna be here the whole countdown. Not like us, not like us. Oh yeah,
All
man.
summer, man.
Oh man, that was a summer jam, to be honest
That
with
was.
you. But like the summer, it's going down, but it is what it is. Um, Now it's time to get into the first extra song of the week. The first extra song of the week comes from a good friend to the show. His name is Jaime Rare Breed. He's part of this group called Camp 8 Republic, and this song is called Holidays. Let's get into it. Holidays by Camp 8 Republic on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all, that was the first extra song of the week, Camp 8 Republic with Holidays. We're talking to our guest, Chris. Wow,
Yes,
the man of many talents. Wow, the jack of all trades, I'm gonna call you.
a little
Man,
bit.
you also have done how did you get into tutoring? You say you were tutoring. How do you tutor?
Yeah.
What do you
Oh
tutor
man.
in?
Whatever, whatever. Anything and everything and everything. I was a good student in high school. I was straight A's, almost straight A's. And so if they need help with English, anything I don't remember, I could do with math, anything up to calculus. I just gotta Google it and remember.
All right, what's 99 plus 99?
99 plus 99, 21.
Oh, no, that
Okay,
can't be my
that's
tutor then.
198. 198.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My gosh. You are pretty smart. So you got into tutoring. How did you get into that?
Yeah. So I actually started. I've been self-employed since like junior year, my junior year of high school. Like this, a few like girls like on the women's water polo team. There was a water polo team. Well, I guess girls water polo team at my school. We just got a pool when I started there, so it was pretty sick. They needed help on school, so like I would just meet them at the local library and we do homework there. And then
Okay.
yeah, and then I went to college, and other kid like my mom's coworkers knew that I was good at math, so their nieces needed help, so they would ask me, and I would go and do that. And then during the pandemic, a lot of kids started falling really behind because of like the whole online learning stuff. I ended up
Yeah.
having like 2 or 3 clients, and since then I just keep on working and working and working. I have 5 clients right now.
Wow.
Yeah,
You all teach them math?
yeah. I mean, math is a pretty common one, as you can imagine. Um, Also, English, help writing essays and stuff, and yada yada. In history. Honestly, so I have a funny thing I like to say, that they say if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. If you teach a man a fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. Well, they also say that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. As a
That's
tutor,
true.
I don't teach people to fish, but I make horses drink water.
All right now, I'm not mad at you. I'm definitely not mad at you. What's your best subject that you tutor in?
My best subject, probably math and English. I would say math and English. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Oh, that's tight. Math and
yeah,
English, that's really good.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. Math and English. So you're very yeah, because that makes sense because you're a poet and you're into art. So that kind of makes sense that you're
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good in English.
yeah. It
Wow,
kind of worked out.
man. Yeah, it does. Definitely works out. But you know what? You know what? I want you to do something for me. I know you have a lot of poems that you've
Uh huh.
written.
Yeah.
Sp- Get a poem together because next we're going to come to you. We're going to do your poetry.
Get a poem together right now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh,
Let's get back in this countdown. The number 14 song comes from Teddy Swims. The song is called The Door. Let's go to it. The Door by Teddy Swims on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all, we did three in a row for you. We did Teddy Swims with The Door. Number 13 was Miles Smith with Stargazing. And number 12 was Benson Boone with Beautiful Things. Oh, you know what? Chris, I want you to get the poem together. I want you to get a
yes,
poem together. Get
yes,
ready to spin
sir.
the poem. Get ready to spin the poem because I want to know. I want to see what your style is. I definitely want to see what your style is. Hold on for 1 second.
Sure, sure.
Oh, sorry. Um, because you know what? We actually met at a poetry event. Yeah, we met at a poetry event back
Yeah,
in
yeah,
October, November.
yeah, yeah. I think it was October. It's just 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And I was like, man, he spit some poems. I was like, wow, he can spit. But I want you to spit a poem for us. Let's get up. Just get a poem. Get ready. Just do it. Get ready. You ready?
I got one. I got one.
Go ahead. Do what you got to do.
This is called I'm a fist. I'm a sword. I tear and I kill and clash against other swords. Use me up until I'm dull, edgeless, then I'm worthless. I'm a gun. I howl and I pierce. I deliver death. Just tell me where. It's my purpose. At least you tell me so. Then I'm empty. I'm a fist. I knock and I strike. I deliver blunt force trauma onto my adversary. You decide bone, flesh, or stone. Then I'm broken. I'm a fist. I feel like a fist. Others look at me and see a fist. You might cross me on the sidewalk at 1 a.m. and see a fist. You might think I'll hit you, I'll kill you. I might, I will, because you look like a fist. I know I'm a fist. I know I'm a fist because everywhere I go, I see fists. I know I'm a
Mm.
fist. But when I open myself up, I become a hand. I'm a
Oh,
hand.
wow.
I build and I heal. I console crying children and plant flowers. I join with other hands and create bonds. Bonds of love, bonds of trust, bonds of flesh. I am a fist. That's it.
Wow. That is freaking awesome. So what was the inspiration behind that poem?
The like I had I think I just like shaved my head and people, yeah, I don't know, like if you change your appearance, sometimes people treat you differently. I think when I shaved my head, people just started like I guess treating me. I don't know. They thought it would be more aggressive. I guess.
Yeah.
I definitely started getting typecast more as a cholo, so I guess maybe that's what
Oh.
people were seeing. I guess. Uh, so yeah, no, I just kind of like thought of that because I've always had little. When I was a kid, I had some issues with like impulse control, and like
Mm.
like keeping my hands to myself and like knowing like this is the time to do certain things. So I've
Yeah.
always kind of felt for like people who kind of like get treated as if they're violent when maybe they just don't have as good a control of themselves and they just like shout when they don't mean to. So that's kind of yeah.
Wow. Wow. I'm a fist. Uh-oh. If you're a fist, then I'm a whole hand then. I don't know. I'm a whole hand. I'm
that's
a regular. I'm gonna love it out. Anyway,
that's what it is.
what you're doing a lot, man. What is your out of
Thank
all the stuff that you're doing, what is one of the favorite thing that you're doing and that you've ever done?
Writing, man, for sure. Writing, playwriting and screenwriting, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Ooh, wow. Has any of your poems ever gotten performed?
My poems like by other people or like by myself.
Oh no, no. Have you any of your screen? You know, you said you're a screenwriter. Has any of
Oh,
your plays
oh
or
yeah, yeah,
anything? They ever
yeah, yeah,
been?
yeah. Actually, the first play I wrote was because I was in. It was during pandemic, and we were doing like a device piece, and I wrote a
Uh-huh.
4-act play for like to be performed like over Zoom and like with OBS and stuff, and that got performed. And then I produced like a couple things that I've written, like like just self-produced like film stuff. And last year, a 10-minute Piece of Mind got performed, and I was in it. My friend
Oh,
directed it. Yeah, and then this January, I'm directing another Piece of Mine called, it's a little provocative title. It's called Woman Beater. No women get beaten in it. Don't worry,
uh-oh,
but
oh
yeah.
no, that's what we ain't gonna advertise that play. Uh,
No, that's
oh
fair.
no,
That's
no,
fair.
I'm gonna slap the heifer down. I don't want to see that. If I come to that play, I don't want to see that stuff. But anyway,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's an ironic title, I promise. Yeah.
oh, okay, okay, okay. I believe it when I see it. Okay. Well, we're gonna talk more to you, Chris. But
For sure.
and I want you to come up. I want you to come up with another poem. But let's get back in this countdown. The number 11
Okay.
song comes from Mark Amber. This song is called "Belong Together." Let's get into it. Number
Mhm.
11, Mark Amber with "Belong Together" on Big Woo! Top 20 countdown, baby. Yeah, I stole
That's
that from Soul
that's
Train.
right.
You don't know what Soul Train is. But anyway, number 10. Number 10 was Chappelle. We just played number 10. Number 10 was Chappelle Roan with Happy to Go. And now it's time to get the second extra song of the week. The second extra song of the week. You know what? You know I'm an artist. You know I gotta play my song, at least one of my songs on this countdown. And since it's the Christmas season, we might as well play one of my Christmas songs. This song is called A Joyous Christmas. Let's get into it. The second extra song of the week, A Joyous Christmas on Big Old Top 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, yo. Let's have a joyous Christmas. Bobby Head. And a
I'm popping.
happy New Year. Hey, may your world be filled with laughter. All right, y'all. All right, y'all is not part of the song, but just ad libs on here, man. Got to do it,
Yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah. If you
Oh
feel it, you feel
man.
it.
Yeah, man. That next thing you can tell, you can feel it like, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, man, you are jack. What is one thing that you haven't done that you would really love to do?
That I haven't done?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know, skydiving. I want to do things that would kill me, but that's why I don't do them.
Are you serious? Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want to wrestle an alligator, but I never would, but I just think it would be cool. I don't know. I never would though.
Okay. Okay. That's an alligator. Okay. All right now. When you're doing that stuff, make sure that I'm near you, so that way you can sign all your rights and stuff over to me, so I can like
Hey,
get
no
all the
problem.
money. Get your bank account,
Hey, man.
sign it over, give me all the numbers, so I can take whenever you finish. I can take all this stuff,
Hey,
man.
man. You can take the money, but you gotta take the debt too, man. I got you gotta take them both.
Well, then, I guess if you got so much debt, if you're like me, you got so much debt, well then you can keep it. You can keep it. Do whatever you feel, man. Do whatever you feel, man.
That's
Um,
the
you know what? Oh wow, I'm content. You know what? I want you to do another poem for me. Could you please?
Yeah, man. I got a shorter
Please
one right here.
do what you feel on that one. Do it.
For sure. It's called
Go ahead.
Donkey.
Go
All the
ahead.
girls I like. Well, you ready?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, all right. All the girls I like are scary. I know that sounds a bit wonky, but my caution is necessary. I'm trying to fuck a dragon like Donkey. I'm a world class yapper, but she don't mind it cause I'm funny. I'm so goofy, she let me clap her. I don't even get money. She could probably roast me if she wanted, but instead she keeps me around. She could fly away if she didn't want it, but she stays cause I'm her number one clown.
Oh wow, that's dang. Snap, snap,
Inspired
snap,
by
snap,
Shrek.
snap,
Inspired by Shrek. Inspired by Shrek.
Shrek. Oh, that's one of my favorite movies ever, man.
It's a great movie, man. It's a
Oh,
good
that's
movie.
really nice. Yeah. So where do you see yourself in like 5 years?
In 5 years,
Yeah.
honestly, if I'm being realistic and honest, I see myself like moving out right now. I was in the process of getting ready to move out of my place, but
Uh-huh.
I live with family currently. I was getting ready, but something happened within the family that like I think it required me to stay put for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Um, and so, but within 5 years, I definitely see myself having my own place. I say that within probably 2 or 3 years, honestly. Um,
Okay.
and then after that, I mean, still honestly just writing and acting, still performing in theater. Hopefully, maybe I'll have a regular part in a TV show. I can see that if I'm being, looking up. And yeah. I think hope in 5 years I see myself supporting myself off of my performing, off of my art.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
for
That's
sure.
awesome. That's awesome. That's very awesome. We're going to talk
Yeah.
more to you. Let's get back in this countdown. The number 9 song comes from Taylor Swift. This song is called I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Let's get into it. Number 9, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart by Taylor Swift on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, we did 3 in a row for you. We did Taylor Swift, I Could Do It With a Broken Heart. Number 8 was Sabrina Carpenter with Taste. And number 7 was Chappelle Roan with Good Luck, Babe. That's what I say to my ex. Good luck, babe. Good luck finding another man. You know, now it's time to get into the independent song of the
She's
week.
not gonna do it. She's not gonna find it.
He's not going to find it. The independent song of the week is a good friend of the show, our brother, our friend. He's on the show like one time. I'm trying to get him on again. I'm trying to get him back into music, and his name is Anthony Gray. And this song is called "Sapio Sexual." Let's get into it. "Sapio Sexual" by
All right.
Anthony Gray on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah. Yeah, y'all, that was the independent song of the week. Anthony Gray, sapiosexual. No, sapiosexual is a person that has sex with somebody based on their intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, is that a? I was like, he had to explain it to me, so I was like, oh, okay, so that's what it is. Okay, I thought he was just like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's like, wow, okay. I wish I did that, be with somebody because of their intelligence. It's really anyway. We're not gonna talk about that. It's all about you, man. Um, Man, you doing a lot. You did a lot. You done a lot. What's coming up? What's next?
What's coming up next? Right now I'm doing a church play with
Oh,
yeah. I just got done doing a play called Ayotzinapa. It's about this event where like 43 students were from like this part of Mexico called Iguala State. They got
okay.
they disappeared and because they were going on a bus on their way to the capital city to protest something and they got disappeared. So like
Oh,
really the going theory is that like the government like killed them and like disposed of their body
oh,
in Mexico. Yeah, it's and it was a pretty heavy piece as you can imagine. We just got done doing that at the LETC. It was a great honor to perform at the LETC for the Encuentro Festival. And next coming up, I'm doing that Pastoral, a full like a church play with another company, all in Spanish as well. And
oh,
then in January, I'm directing my own 10-minute play. It's again another like same festival, another 10-minute play of mine, and I'm performing in another two 10-minute plays. And then after that, I'm sure something else is gonna come up. It's there's something else.
what is your process of writing? What how do you get inspired? What's some of your inspirations for writing and all that stuff?
Yeah,
What what inspires you?
I really get inspired by like the mundane. Like I like writing about things that happen every day, about places that I've been to a million times throughout my life. Just but like so many interesting thing happen like at a bus stop or like at the riverbed or at a liquor store or at CVS or at school. So many or like at your homie's house when you guys are just drinking on downtime or like playing Smash. Like so many interesting things happen. I like writing about the mundane. I like writing about that kind of stuff. And
Oh,
just
okay.
human beings, people being people, the good, the ugly, and the ugly and the beautiful within the ugly, and the ugly within the beautiful.
Wow, that's cool. And you're part of a theater company too, right? Or you're
Yeah,
part of
yeah. I'm
yeah.
affiliated. I'm not really like a member of any, but like I'm affiliated with like Tierra Blanca and
Okay.
Compañía. Oh no, what's it called? Grupo Sinergia, based out of Frida
Oh,
Kahlo in Westlake, and yeah. I'm affiliated. Yeah.
oh
Not affiliated like
wow.
that. Affiliated with theater
Uh-oh,
companies. Sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about. It went over my head, but it's all right.
Okay,
Oh
good.
no, take affiliation. See,
Yeah.
never get old because when you get older, you know the slang and shit. Stop. It's a mess. It's a mess. But we're gonna talk more to you. We're gonna get in your business next. But let's get back in this countdown. The number six song comes from Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. This song is called "Die with a Smile." Let's get into
Hell
it.
yeah.
Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars with "Die with a Smile" on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all, that was the number five song, Hosier with "Too Sweet." Now it's time to get into the old school gem of the week. Old school gem of the week is one of my favorites. You know, this is I'm playing holiday music on purpose because this show is going to be coming on December 4th, and we're in the midst of the Christmas season. And this is one of my favorite groups ever. And they did a song. This is called their group. This group is called Sounds of Blackness, and the song is called Soul Holidays. Let's get into it.
Oh,
Soul Holidays by Sounds of Blackness on Big. Stop 20 Countdown. Oh, no, that doesn't sound right. But let's get into it. Sounds of Blackness with Soul Holidays on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all, that was Soul Holiday. I forgot the words, but listen, yeah, I love that song. Oh, yeah, that song was tight. We're talking to our guest, Chris. Chris, don't be mad, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask you a question I ask every single guest that comes on my show. What does your love life look like?
what does my what look like?
Your love life look like?
Oh man, if I was to compare it to something, it would be a empty glass of water.
Oh
No,
no!
oh
Oh
no.
no! You
Yeah,
single
I
or
guess
looking?
I'm single. I'm super single. But honestly, like I'm kind of enjoying it. I wasn't single for like 2 years, and I've
Uh-huh.
been single for almost 2 years now. And your boy isn't much of a player. I have a lot of girlfriends. I have a lot of girlfriends, but like I just think I focus a lot on like where I work so much. I work so
Yeah.
much. These past 3 weeks specifically have just been freaking nonstop tutoring, and if I wasn't
Oh,
tutoring, I was ushering, and if I wasn't ushering, I was acting, and if I wasn't acting, I was ushering, and if I wasn't doing that, I was sleeping, mate. Hopefully. So
how'd you get into that?
ushering. During the summers, I do a Shakespeare camp for kids in Pasadena, and
Uh-huh.
they liked me at that theater so much that they're after the summer was over, they were like, "Hey, we need more ushers if you want to apply." And I was like, "Okay, sure." And then I got taken on there, and now I usher in Pasadena and I usher in downtown LA as well.
Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah,
Wow. I think you told me that you ushered not that far away from my job. Wow, that is so cool.
yeah. I remember. I think you told me it's not too far from you, just up around your neighborhood.
Wow, that is so cool. You know what? I want to give like a minute of inspiration. It's gonna be somebody who wants to do what you're doing and who like just inspire somebody with your words just for a minute.
You know, um, you got to find joy in everything you do, because if you really didn't want to do it, you could just not do it. You know, that's the beautiful thing about the world we live in. There's very few things that you have to do. If you really think about it. If you're a parent, that's different, of course. You have that labor that you gotta provide. But if you don't have children, like you gotta find joy in everything you do, because everything you're doing is essentially in a way for yourself, unless you're providing for other people. And that's a beautiful thing. And also like yeah, no, I guess that's just it. Like find joy in everything you do. I had something else in my head, but I lost it, man. But right now that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to find joy in everything that I do, because even when I'm exhausted, it's like, what you really love doesn't get away from you. What you really, really love is always going to be there for you. And that's the beautiful thing, whether it be God for some people, whether it be a partner for you, like whether it be like art, it's always there for you. It never goes away. Even if you find yourself like, man, I gotta buckle down and really hustle for a good year or 2 or 3 years or 5 years. If you really love something, it's gonna be there waiting for you when you get back, and it's not gonna feel any older or any or stale. It'll still be there.
That's awesome. That's awesome advice. That's awesome advice. We're going to get back into the countdown. The number four song comes from Shabutsi. The song is called A Bart Song, Tipsy. Let's get into it. Shabutsi, number four, A Bart Song, Tipsy on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did three in a row for you. We did Shabutsi, A Bar Song, Tipsy. Number three was Sabrina Carpenter with Please, Please, Please. I think that might be a remake of James Brown. I don't know. It might be different. I don't know. I barely listen
That's
to
what I
these songs.
thought.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Because I know Please, Please, Please. I know. And number 2 was another Sabrina Carpenter song with Espresso. Now it's time to get to the number 1 song. The number 1 song is just barely reaching number 1. This song is by Billie Eilish. This song is called Birds of a Feather. Let's get into it.
Mm.
Number 1, Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all. That was the number 1 song, Billie Eilish. Chris, how can people reach you?
People can reach me. I'm on Instagram at Chris Majin or at Chris Mahin, depending on how you read that. It's at
Okay.
Chris CHRIS MAJIN MAJIN. Yeah,
Wow. Wow, that
yeah.
is all. That's awesome. That's awesome. I want to say thank you to our guest, Chris, for coming in this week. I appreciate you. I'm not even going to murder your last name because that's why I didn't say your last name because I know I'm gonna murder it. But also want to say thank you.
Magallanes.
Yes, you said it. I didn't say it. Anyways,
Big go.
I also want to say thank you to all the radio stations that carry us, the Block FM, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we recently reunited with Kill Radio. Those are our people that we started with. And oh wow, this is our 331st show, 9 seasons. I want to say thank you to everyone who's rocking with us, especially the podcast awards, which you won an award for. I'm very pleased about that. Also, we got to do the contest this week. If you guys want to get a copy of this book that just came out, it's called Poetic Celebration, the 20th year. If you guys want to get a copy, I have a question for you guys. What was oh my god, what was the name of his first play that he was ever in? That's the trivia question. What was the first play that we ever in? And if you all want to, if you guys have the answer, just go to www.linktree.com/Olusheyi and leave the answer there, and we'll get you the prize. Also, don't forget to my old book, The Holy Verses, is also complete too, and it's just came out. And if you go, I already said if you want to reach me, thought for the week: keep on going, and you will succeed. And you know what? And we always end this with a gospel song. The gospel song that we ending this with is, since it's like I said, it's Christmas time. It's my favorite Mariah Carey song from her Christmas album, Merry Christmas, that came out 30 years ago. Wow, I can't believe it's been 30 years already. This song is called Jesus. Oh, what a wonderful child. Let's get into it. We're gonna get churchy at the end. But let's get into it. Mariah Carey, Jesus, oh, what a wonderful child. May God bless you. May God keep you until we meet